What's up, Digi Bros? Today we are going to be opening up these 3 structure decks right here in all these packs. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We got one of each of the starter decks, and we got these promo packs right here. So I'm going to start with these right here. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we're guaranteed the same cards in all of these, but at least we got a set in each of them. We got our Agumon, our Biomon, or Biomon, Gabumon, Gomamon, Patamon, and a Gatomon. And all these are the same. We got 4 of these, so we should have a playset of all of them. Let's see. So yeah, here they are, guys. We got 4 of each. We got the Gatomon, Patamon, Gomamon, Gabumon, Biomon, and Agumon. Awesome. Now moving into dash packs. Alright, so you're guaranteed, there's a bunch of alternate arts in here. I believe it's a Puppetmon, a Machinedramon, a Gabumon, and an Agumon. So hopefully we get the Agumon and the Gabumon. Starting off, we got the Machinedramon. Alright. We got a Puppetmon. Alright. Gabumon. We got a Metal Seadramon. I didn't realize that was one of them. Alright. Got another Machinedramon. Are we not getting any Gabumon or another Machinedramon? Come on, Agumon. A 4th Machinedramon. Wow, these packs were not shuffled very well.
Gabumon.
A Metal Seadramon.
What?
What? Well, I was really hoping for the Gabumon and the Agumon. But now we got a playset of Machinedramon, 2 Metal Seadramon, and 1 Puppetmon. So not what we were hoping for in the slightest, especially the Metal Seadramons.
Real quick, off camera, I opened my starter decks and I pulled these 2 out of the packs that come with.
Awesome. There you go, folks. Yeah, one thing we didn't realize was each one of these starter decks comes with a pack. So a lot of fun. And yeah, he pulled a secret rare. Moving into the starter decks, I'm going to start with the red one. Red deck is really good, really powerful. Hopping into it. All right, there we go. All right, so when you open up the box, here's what you get. We got some stuff in the back, you know, talking about the different types of cards. If you guys don't already know how to play, we do have a video on that. I'll have it linked up in the top right up here. So if you guys want to go check that out and then come back and watch this. But yeah, here we go. Each one does come with the deck, the 54 card deck, and then it comes with 1 pack of the first set. So let's see what we get in our pack. These are kind of hard to open, but you'll get used to them. They each come with this little memory gauge right here, and it has all the different cards in the set. Let's see what we got. All right. Oh, we got a Volcanic Dramon. Is that, we needed another one of him, right?
Holy Dramon.
Holy Dramon, gotcha. All right, so we got 2 rares in this pack. We got a Giga Blast and a Kubamon. Yeah, you're either guaranteed 2 rares or 1 rare and a holo. So, pretty cool. Let's get right into the red structured deck. All right, we got our Digitama up front. We got 4 of these. This is our Koromon. All right, I wish I could say he was a little bit better, but he's not. If you're just picking up the structured decks, he's a good solid one to go with. But if you're getting packs from the first set, I wouldn't recommend him. Moving on, we got our Biomon. He's a 2-drop vanilla. And then moving on, we got our Agumon. He's actually really good, really competitive. His evolve effect is, so he gives the Digimon on top of it 1,000 when he's attacking. Then we got this one right here, our Dracomon. Just a 3-drop, 4,000 attack. It's an alright Digimon. Moving on, we got our Birdramon. 2 to evolve level 4 with 5,000 attack. He's alright. Not great. And then we got our Cordramon. This card is really good. He is a blocker. Blockers are really good and really important in the game of Digimon. So you're definitely going to want to max out on him in your deck. Awesome card. Definitely a really good and really competitive card. Here I'm going to set the actual good and competitive cards in the deck off to the side. You're going to have your Agumon and your Cordramon. Let's see. Not that these other cards aren't good per se, but they're just, as far as competitive play go, I wouldn't recommend playing them. Moving on to our Greymon. Greymon's actually really good as well. Greymon's evolved effect gives the Digimon on top of it security attack +1. But the starter decks only come with 2 of these, so you're going to need to pick up 2 in order to get a whole set of these, which I would recommend picking up 2 of each one anyways. Alright, we got our Garudamon. This card, when played, I believe, yeah, when played, you give the one on top, you give one of your Digimon 3000 attack. It's alright, not great. Then moving on to our Metal Greymon. He's one of our rares for the deck. He gives the Digimon on top of it, when he's blocked, you get 3 memory. Not a great card, but it is a really cool looking card, I'll give it that. It has some cool artwork. We got our Phoenixmon. Phoenixmon is a really solid card, especially if you plan on playing Omnimon down the road. He's a 2 to evolve level 6 with 12,000 attack, and that's really good because he's a cheap level 6, and he's also 10 to play, so you can drop him from your hand turn 1 if need be. So yeah, really solid card. And then on to our boss monster for the deck, War Greymon. His effect is he gets security attack +1 for every 2 Digi-evolutions up under him. So he's pretty solid. If you can go all the way up into him, you have security attack +3, I believe. Yeah, 2, and then +3 if you have the Greymon up under him. So really solid card. I wish I could say he was good in competitive play, but he's kind of just all right. But he's still a good card, especially if you're picking up the starter decks. He's really great, and he's gonna win you some games for sure. It's a really fun card. All right, moving on to our Tamers. We got our Tai. Yeah, we got our Tai, and his effect is just during your turn, all of your Digimon gain 1,000. And Tamers just stay on the field, so during your turn you'll activate it and it'll stay there. So at any point during your turn, all your Digimon will gain 1,000. We got our Shadow Wing. You activate it, one of your Digimon gains 3,000. All of the decks come with a card like this. Then we got our Starlight Explosion. All of the cards in your security gain 7,000 attack. This card, it's an interesting card. Good if you're picking up starter decks, but I wouldn't recommend playing it in a competitive deck. And we got our Giga Destroyer. You destroy up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 or less, or 4,000 or less DP. And then on to what I believe the best card in the deck, Gaia Force. It's 8 to play, and it says delete one of your opponent's Digimon. This is the main reason you're going to be getting the starter deck, because this card is really amazing. It's arguably one of the best cards in Digimon right now. Then we got these little memory gauges in here, really interesting. But yeah, these cards right here are going to be your good and competitive ones. The War Greymon, I'm not sure how good and competitive that is, but the rest of them are all really great, and it's the main reason you're going to want to be picking up these starter decks. Alright, yeah, some really good and competitive cards. If you just get 2 starter decks, you are able to build a pretty good deck. But moving on, we're going to get into our blue deck. Alright, I went ahead and opened up both the blue and the yellow one, so we can go ahead and get into the packs. Let's see if we get any hollows. Alright, we've got an Agumon and a Yamon. Nothing too crazy in here. Alright, let's open this other one. Hopefully we get an Omnimon. Not very likely, but let's hope we do it. Alright, and nope, we did not. We got a Cubimon and an Infinity Blaster, I believe is the name of it. Some other pretty interesting cards in here. Not bad at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these off to the side, and we'll get right into the blue starter deck. Starting off at the very top, we got our Sumamon. Pretty okay card. I believe when battling the Digimon gets 1,000 if it battles a Digimon with no Digi sources. That card's actually really bad. Then we got this card up here. This is our Gomamon. He's really good. He's just 2 to play vanilla, which is really good. And this Gabumon right here does not have a great effect if I remember. I believe it's when attacking one of your Digimon, or if you're battling an opponent's Digimon with no Digi sources. Yeah, it's not a very good card, so I wouldn't recommend playing that in in your deck if you're. But I mean, obviously, if you're just picking up 2 of the structure decks, obviously play it because you need the number 3s. But then we got the 3 to play from your hand, 4,000 attack, level 3, not bad. Then we got this guy right here, our Ikakumon, 2 to evolve, level 4, 5,000 attack, pretty decent little vanilla. All right, then we got our Garurumon, really famous Digimon here. Let's see. All right, just 2 of him, so obviously you're going to pick up 2 of these structure decks if you don't get 4 of him. Then we got our another really good card right here. This is our Grizzlymon. This is this deck's blocker, and like I said earlier, blockers are really great and really amazing in Digimon. All right, moving on to our War Greymon, or Garurumon. What am I talking about? War Greymon. Again, I believe his effect is when your opponent's when you're battling opponent's Digimon with no Oh, if your opponent has Digimon with no Digi evolution sources, it gets security attack +1. All right, and then we got our Zudamon here. When played, you can rip off up to 2 of Digi sources from your opponent's Digimon. Not great. That mechanic I don't think is very good, but some people like it. Moving on, we got our Pasidramon. He's the equivalent to the Phoenixmon in the last structure deck. You know, just 10 to play from your hand. He's also good in Omnimon blue decks. So if you want to play that, I would pick these up. Definitely. Then moving on to our boss monster for this deck, we got our Metal Garurumon. When attacking, you can, once per turn, you can make him active, and then he can attack again. So pretty good. You know, really big guy. You can summon him, and then you can attack twice. So really solid card. All right, and then Matt Ishida, again, this card is not very good because it goes with that mechanic of taking Digi evolution sources off your opponent's Digimon. Then this card is actually really solid. This is Hammerspark. Hammerspark's one of the reasons you're actually going to want to pick up this structure deck. It says it's free to play and you gain 1 memory, and its security effect is gain 2 memory. So it's a really solid card, and it's played in a lot of blue decks. So this is one of the really good and really competitive cards. Moving on, we got our Sorrow Blue. This card is not very good, so I would not recommend playing this in your deck. So, but moving on to this one right here, this was actually pretty interesting. Kaiser Nail. It allows you to basically play one of the Digi Evolution sources from one of your Digimon on the field without paying its cost. So it's actually can be pretty good. If you have a level 6 or a level 7 on the field, you can play any of the sources up under it. So if you have an Omnimon on the field, you can play your level 6 up under it, and it's actually a pretty decent effect. I'm not sure how competitive it is, but it's an interesting card. So give it a try and let me know how you guys like it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it could be good in tandem with. I don't know. I kind of want to give this card some more try. And then moving on to our Kakaya's Breath. This is our destruction for the deck. This is equivalent to the Gaia Force. This card returns one of your opponent's Digimon to the hand, and it discards all the Digi Evolution sources. So it's actually a really solid card. Unfortunately, this deck does not have as many competitive cards in it as the red one. So for that reason, I would recommend getting the red one over it if you're just looking to be more competitive. But let's get right into the yellow one. This one I would probably consider to be the worst one, but it is a deck I do still enjoy. But we're going to get right into it. All right, we got our Tokomon. Pretty decent little guy. It's a Digi evolution effect is when one of your opponent's Digimon is reduced to 0, that Digimon gains 1,000. It comes up a little more often than you think, but it's still not a great effect. And then here is our 2 to play vanilla. These cards are always good in every deck, so that's why I'm setting them aside in the good pile in all these. All right, then we got our vanilla, and then this is our Patamon. He has another effect when one of your opponent's Digimon is reduced to 0. Him, you gain a memory. He's actually a super good and super useful card in yellow, so I'm putting him up there as well. He's definitely one you're going to want to play. You got your Angemon. Sadly, he is very bad. There's actually not even, in Japan, we're up to the 4th set, and there's actually not, or 3rd set. We actually have not even gotten a good Angemon at all. And then we're moving on to our Gatomon. Gatomon, just 2 to evolve level 4. Not great, not bad. Then we got our blocker here. This is our Unimon. His blockers are great in every deck, like I said before. All right, this is our Magna Angemon. This one is not great when one of your opponents, I think it's attacking with one of your opponents' Digimon, it gains 1,000. Or one of theirs loses 1,000, something like that. It's all right. Then our Angel Woman. If you have 3 or less security, when she's evolved, you can get recovery +1. Recovery is where you take the top card of your deck, and then you put it on top of your security stack. So it's actually a really solid effect. There's a bunch of yellow cards, especially in the first set, that support this effect. So yeah, she's a good 2 of in a competitive yellow deck. I'm not sure if I would run her at more than that. Moving on to our Magnadramon. Magnadramon, again, is your equivalent to your Phoenixmon and your Poseidramon, just a 2 to evolve, level 6. And then moving on to our big boss monster, our Seraphimon. Wow. Seraphimon, when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon loses 4,000. So you can attack their security and then activate its effect, and you can destroy one of their smaller Digimon. Or you can attack one of their Digimon and then use his effect again to destroy another one of their Digimon. So he can potentially be really good and really solid. And again, he will trigger the effects of those Digimon that activate when one of your opponent's Digimon is reduced to 0. And also in the game of Digimon, when a Digimon is reduced to 0, it's destroyed. Then moving on to our TK. TK is actually really solid. He's really good in Shine Greymon decks in Japan right now. Basically, for each one that you have on the field, your security Digimon gain 2,000 attack. So if they stack. So if you have 4 of them, all your security Digimon gain 8,000 attack. So you're basically guaranteed to destroy all your opponent's Digimon. All right, then we got our Heaven's Gate. This is all the structure decks have this one. That's the one where it's 1 to pay, and your one of your Digimon gets 3,000 attack. And then here we got our Heaven's Charm. This card's alright. One of your opponent's Digimon loses 2,000. It doesn't lose enough attack to really justify playing it, so I would probably not play this in a competitive yellow deck, but if you're just getting structure decks, of course I would run it. Holy Flame. This card's actually pretty decent. You play it and all of your opponent's Digimon, one of your opponent's Digimon loses security attack +1, or +2, I believe. -3. So basically it makes it where one of your opponent's Digimon cannot attack your security. And if you hit it in security, it makes it where none of their Digimon can attack your security. So it's actually a pretty solid card to run, especially if you're just running Destruction. But moving on to our 7 Heavens, this is our Destruction spell for this deck. 7 to play, one of your opponent's Digimon loses 10,000 attack. This will destroy any Digimon that's not a level 6s. It will even destroy some level 6s, but most level 6s have more than 10,000 attack. But you can't knock out some of them, like Seraphimon himself will actually lose to this. But yeah, guys, pretty decent little deck. I will say yellow is probably the worst of the 3, so if I was going to recommend you guys pick up one of these, I would definitely recommend you guys pick up the red deck. I think the red deck is the most competitive deck out of all of them. You get Gaia Force, you get the Greymon, the Agumon, you get the red blocker, and what's it called? Omnimon is one of the best decks right now, and you need a lot of the cards from the red structure deck here in order to make it good. So I definitely recommend you guys picking up 2 of the red ones because, again, not only is the deck a lot of fun, it's really powerful in terms of competitive play. So yeah, these have been the 3 structure decks, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I've helped you decide which one of the structure decks to get and which one is the best to pick up if you're trying to play competitive. And also try to give you a look into what are the good cards to come out of each of these. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We are the Digibros. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. You can expect some gameplay. We're going to be doing some deck profiles for these starter decks so you can know what cards to play in here in your deck and then what you don't need to. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Be sure to subscribe for that. All right, guys, I'm Digibros. I'll catch you next time.